Hello, hello friends, welcome to my channel. Learning is fun with Pallavi. So today we will discussing all the things that is the remaining part in the metal and non-metal chapter. This chapter is in a theoretical manner, but it is very helpful for our competitive exam. So here, so we see metal and non-metals, their physical, chemical, and also their application in our day-to-day life. That is a part first, second, and third. We already discussed that things. Whenever you have learned about that things, I have mentioned that link at the description below. So you search them and go through that things and understand very well. Okay, so let's begin to start now. What is the next remaining topic here? Okay, so here metalloid noble metals, use of noble metals, and purity of gold, corrosion and alloy. So here we see the one by one a concept of that is. So here metalloids means some elements such as arsenic and silicon, germanium and antimony. Uh, this is the example of a metalloids. Means that the metalloids having a property intermediate between a metal and non-metals are called metalloids. So have the property which is are intermediate between metal and non-metal. That elements are called metalloid. Okay, you understand very well. This is so in this picture we see that silicon appearances in this way and germanium and arsenic. Okay, so we see that both intermediate property here we see in metalloid. The next is a noble metals. So question is arises that what is a non-metal? Non-metal means that the appearances means the gold, silver and platinum and palladium. These metals are not react with any environmental atmosphere, moisturizer and pressure. Okay, they are live in as it is. They not disturbed by any atmospheric pressure or things. That is called non-metals. So in that non-metals, including a gold, silver, platinum, and palladium and rubidium are the best example of noble metals. They occur in nature in the elemental state. Okay, then gold, which is 100% pure, is called 24 karat gold. Pure gold is a soft. Whenever uh, in the nature form, that is gold is a very soft, means that we can easily break that gold. Okay, means that purity show that of a gold that is a very soft. That is the 100% pure. And generally we say that this is a 100% pure means a 24 karat of gold. Okay. As a result, the ornaments made from a pure gold bend or break due to a pressure. Okay. So we can easily we I have already told you that that is a pure gold is easily bent or break. Okay, so no required any uh, maximum amount of pressure there. Okay, they are easily bent. Therefore goldsmith mix with a certain portion of copper or silver. So whenever you student go to a goldsmith shop, the goldsmith that's making a ornaments, they added a little quantity of that is a copper and silver. So the purpose is that whenever we have added this copper and silver in the gold, that is the ornament became a strong. Okay, they not easily bend. Due to that reason, a certain portion of copper and silver is added into the gold. The ornaments are made from 22 carats or golds with a still smaller carat value. Okay, so here the 22 carat means that a certain portion of copper is added or silver is added in that gold. Okay, then use of these noble metals. Gold, silver, and platinum are used in prepare ornaments. Yes, in our wedding ceremony, that is widely used these elements like a gold, silver, and platinum. Okay. The next second uses is silver used in a medicine. It has a antibacterial property. Gold and silver also use make a medals. Yes, that is the show the status of success. That is gold, silver, and bronze. Okay, gold and silver also used to make a few electronic devices. Because of the property of this gold and silver to conduct the electrical current in easy way. Okay, they allow to electronic current from them, that is called electronic devices. Sometimes that is using electronic devices. Platinum and palladium metals are used as a catalyst. Okay, so purity of gold. When we are rate of a gold in a gold shop, it always differ. Yes, whenever we have a going to a very different types of a gold shop, there is a gold price is a different. Okay, why is it? Because of we say that the gold is added some types of impurity. Impurity means that that is added a copper or silver because of their become a strong and easy to make any type of ornaments. Okay, but in a natural form of the gold is a very soft and that is easy to bend. Whenever we have added these types of copper and silver, they become a very strong. So in that reason, the quantity of added this copper and silver depend upon that is a rate of the gold shop of the gold prices. Okay, you understand here. The gold is a noble metal in a nature. It occurs in a element form. The 100% pure gold is a 24 carat. Pure gold is a soft. Therefore, gold ornaments prepared by pure gold may a break or a bend due to a pressure. Okay, I have told you these things already here. Hence, a goldsmith and specific amount of copper and silver in pure gold to prepare these ornaments become a 22 carats gold is used. Okay, then become that gold is 22 carats gold because we have added copper and silver. Hope so you understand what is the purity of gold. Means a pure form of gold we can easily say that that is a 24 carat. And whenever we add a certain amount of impurity, that's a copper and silver, that is a 22 carat gold. Okay. Also, you understand what is the purity of gold. This chart is you detailedly understand what is the carat and what is the percentage of purity of gold in the ornaments. So here 24 carat means 100% purity of gold. 22 carat means 91.66% of purity of gold. 18 means 75.00% of purity of gold. Then 14 is show that 14 carat is a show that a 58.33 percentage of purity of gold. Okay. 12 is show that a 50% of a purity of gold. Last is a 10. That is a show of 41.66 percentage of gold is a present. Okay, this chart is a very helpful for students to understand what is the percentage of purity of gold is present in the ornament. Okay, according to this, The goldsmith having a different price, we show that in a different shop. Okay, means that they're adding a adding of impurity atom, that is depend upon the impurity atom, that is when they are added more, means that the price of gold is less. Whenever it is a less adding of impurity, means that there is a price is greater. Okay, so next is corrosion. Corrosion is a gas in the air react with a metal in presence of moisture moisturizer moisture to form a metal compound. The metal get affected by this process and undergo what is called a corrosion. Okay, so means that their atmospheric moisture that is added, then they become a corrosion. Okay, so prepare a list of example of corrosion in your everyday life. So in this three picture, you see that what is the appearances in front of that. Uh, Whenever they react with atmospheric air, then they become a like this structure. Okay, there a reddish part is appears in front of their middle. So here the some list of here the corrosion is present. So reddish color deposit is a form on iron by reaction with the oxygen gas. A greenish color deposit is a form by copper. Yes, in our copper vessel we see that that is a greenish color is appear uh, because of the reaction with a carbon dioxide. This our atmospheric, there is a carbon dioxide is present. They react with this copper and then a greenish color is a form. Then third is a blackish color deposit is a form on silver. Okay, by reaction with a hydrogen sulfide gas. We say that our silver ornaments or silver things, they are react with a hydrogen sulfide gas and they become a black. Okay. To prevent a corrosion of metal, a layers of iron, grease or varnish, um, yes, varnish and a paint are applied on them. So we can remove this corrosion of metal by using the layers of oil. When we applied that oil, we can minimize this corrosion. And also we have applied on that oil paint. This is the best example. So in this we have also a platinum with another non-coating metal. Non-coating means we can easily prevent a corrosion of metals. That is non-coating metals. Okay. Then last is iron is arrested by zinc plating. Due to this process, the contact of metal surface with air is lost and corrosion cannot occur as the chemical reaction cannot be occur. Okay. Then next is alloy. What mean by alloy? Alloy means a homogeneous mixture of two or more metals or homogeneous mixture of metal with non-metal is called alloy. Okay, alloy are made by mixing with the constituent element in as per the requirement. For example, the stainless steel utensil used at home are made of an alloy of iron with a carbon, chromium, and nickel. Okay, this is an example of a alloy. The alloy bronze is a form from a copper or tin. But one thing is here, remember that alloy having the internal structure that is arrangement of a different size of atom. So they are not arranged in a sequence. They are disorderly arranged. But in a pure metal, that is orderly arrangement because of the same size of atom. Okay. Then next is to say that Q. Student, you have learned all about that things, that is metal, non-metal, alloy, corrosion, that all the things are correlated with each other, and they uh, show that all the things are physical and chemical property of metal and non-metal, and what is their appearances, what is in our atmospheric structure look like. Okay, this is the basic thing of metal and non-metal we have learned. Hope so you understand very well this chapter. If you have any queries, please write down in a comment section box. And if you require a more video about this, so I have put in a link at the below in a description. Okay, so take care yourself. Bye, and thank you for your good attention.